So it's our first day on the road and first day of exploring Iceland. It's getting lovely.
Get it together, Parker. It's like a bathtub.
So warm.
We're already being a menace to society.
It's just amazing. It's epic. It's so cool. We saw this big amount of ice and we're like, ooh, let's go check that out. Meet Ralph Waldo Emerson, a famous American author, poet, lecturer, and philosopher of the 1800s, who is famously quoted as writing, "It's not the destination, it's the journey." Well, sorry Waldo, but after 26 days of bobbing around on an ocean in a 42-foot boat, we are ready to be at our destination. Iceland is widely known as the land of fire and ice, and is home to several of the largest glaciers in Europe, as well as some of the world's most active volcanoes. We'd spent a long time journeying to this legendary place, and now it was time to explore.
Wobbly dock.
Okay, just watch where you're going, don't film me. Blimey, finally arrived, and they moved us to another spot because we're going to be here for a bit longer than just a transient berth. The spot they moved us to is probably for about a 20-foot boat. We're 42. This is our ride. Rented a car the other day, and
Our land boat.
yeah, our land boat. Ready to do some trips.
Down
Where
the
the hell are we
wrong
going? You're
side
meant to going
of the
straight.
We're already being a menace to society.
So pretty much the last few days since we've been here, we've just been catching up on sleep, catching up on our washing, our laundry, literally a month's worth of stuff. And we only picked this car up yesterday afternoon. So it's our first day on the road and first day of exploring Iceland. The first stop that we've decided to do today is to go for a hike up a volcano. So I think it was in 2021. The volcano of which the name is going to go under here, we decided that we're just not going to say.
We're not going to butcher the language because it's a beautiful language. Our mouths just can't do it, so I'm not even going to try.
Yeah.
We're just going to subtitle in the names and be like, we're going here. Oop, have to drive.
So that's where we're going to go today. It's about, I think something like an 8-kilometre walk maybe, up to the lava fields where the lava is still there. We like hiking, we like volcanoes, it's a perfect match. Bunch of steam coming up over there, and I think it's because we're on the same road as the Blue Lagoon. We're actually not going to go and do that. I think it's like the #1 attraction in Iceland. It's very, very busy from the sounds of it and from reviews. So we are going to go later on today, if we still have enough energy, to go and try and find another hot spring where it's kind of like a hot river, I guess, in a way. So we're going to go try and find that instead of doing a lagoon that's blue and hot.
How you feeling about the cold there, champ? You're looking a bit...
It's a bit chilly. It's a tiny bit chilly. Everyone's here in like beanies, gloves, hats, and it's like, oh, so leggings aren't the go then. Give me a lot of walking. First of the big hills.
27 days maybe, more. First decent walk.
Yeah, we always do this. We go to sea for a very, very, very long time, and then we decide to go on a big hike. Usually is the first thing. We don't really warm ourselves up, so
No time for that.
it's gonna be a lot of heavy breathing.
Lava.
Where?
Black stuff.
Oh wow! You can actually see some of it smoking too. That's pretty cool. Wow.
Just grey out.
Wow, that really, really is. You could see a tiny bit more about 2 minutes ago, and now it's just grey. Completely greyed out. We are definitely in the clouds. Of all the days, it's the rainiest day.
East Iceland.
I promised there's some spectacular views behind all this cloud.
Yeah.
No, it kind of sucks for you guys, sorry about that, but for us it's even just walking in the clouds on top of the volcano,
It's pretty cool.
still a pretty awesome
That's true.
experience. Like, and occasionally the clouds open up and you get an eyeful.
Then we do film that section.
Yes.
Oh my god, I think my face is actually so cold I can't form a sentence.
Say, what's that tongue twister?
Peter Piper picked a piece of pickle. That's a really hard one.
Peter Piper picked a pepper pickles, but I don't even know what it is.
I don't even know what
How
it
do
is.
you, what is it?
Peter Piper picked a piece of pickled pecker. How many pieces of pickle did Peter Piper pick? Oh, that's so hard right now. What a cold face. Whoa.
I think we're near the crater. We're certainly at a lava field, and there's a big lifted up, I don't know, crater looking thing over there. So I think we sort of skirt the edge of the lava field and then go up over there. It's getting pretty lava. Just cut that bit.
Just kidding.
Getting lava-y.
It's getting lava-y. What is that?
Lava-y. Lava-y, like a lava field.
And description. You should point over there. It's looking really lava-y.
Stop it.
Okay.
Does that not look lava-y to everybody?
Oh, yeah.
Whoa. Get it together, Parker.
The volcano awoke from 6,000 years of slumber when it erupted in 2021 and again in 2022. As you can see, the site of the eruption when we visited was quiet, but little did we know that just 2 weeks from then, not far from here, the third eruption in 3 years would commence. Alright, we're probably about as close to the crater as we can get.
Pretty much, yeah. Without going tramping up into the centre of it.
Yeah. Take a photo?
Yeah.
Everyone say lava-y! Oh my goodness.
How's that?
Exhausting. That was
Ow.
6.3 kilometres there, 6.3 kilometres back.
So about 13 k's, give or take, all up.
It actually wasn't a hard walk at all, but
We're just really
out of shape.
And for good reason this time.
Yeah.
It's not just because we've been lazy, it's because
Yep.
we've been stuck on a boat for 26 days.
So what's the go with hot
us,
springs? What do you reckon?
I don't think it's going to be hot, but we'll go find it. It's still early.
Okay.
Well, it's not early, but the sun never goes down, so it'd be a shame to drive an hour back just for
Yeah, that's true.
nothing.
All right,
So-
onto some hot springs.
Yep.
There's just so much steam coming up from these mountains. It's insane. So much. Look at this. Some of them are actually like geothermal plants. Obviously that's how they get most of their power here, I'm assuming.
Water is steamy.
Ooh.
Is it warm?
Yeah, it is. That's like lukewarm, warmer.
Oh my
It's probably like Caribbean water.
There you go. It is, it's lukewarm. And we're all the way at the bottom, it's only going to get warmer. Wow.
Yeah.
There you go.
Look at that hot waterfall. That's cool. Wow. Look, it's everywhere.
$700 meters, there you go.
100 meters, yes.
Ooh,
Little
don't get too excited.
It turns out that hiking for 4 hours prior to going to this hike to do
4?
the spa,
Is that all?
I think 2 hours there, 2 hours back.
It's 13 kilometers prior to this, and this has
Yeah,
been, I don't know how many.
It's a little tiring, we're a little exhausted. Tip for new players, if you're pretty unfit, maybe just choose one thing of these to do in the day. This is going to be our spot, right here. We just need to get across because we missed a crossing. And so long as the sheep don't get there first.
It's a bit muddy. Whoa, you're right.
I guess I'm in.
I guess you're in. It's like a bathtub.
So warm, so hot. You know what the even crazy thing about this place is? It's currently 9 o'clock at night.
9:05.
This is like our bedtime bath. It's insane, yeah. This is actually very, very hot. The further up the stream that you go, the hotter it is.
Yeah, where Kiara fell on her bum
Yep.
when we first got in was about half what this is, and it's only not even 50 meters back downstream. It changes a lot.
You can see from my rosy cheeks. I am keen to get out because I'm quite hot. Adam,
I just know how
if Adam could stay here for like the whole day, he would.
All I need is a beer and I'll be here for hours.
We've already discussed coming back here with this. It's definitely...
It is a walk.
Yeah.
Though. We might take all of this back.
Yeah, exactly.
On the way down.
Tomorrow, when the aches kick in, or the 2-day aches kick in, might not be such a good idea.
Now we begin the hour and a half trudge back to the car park with jelly for legs.
I'm feeling quite dehydrated.
Yeah, I overcooked myself. I'm not too proud to say. I'm feeling a little bit spacey.
Well, it is 10:20 and we've finally gotten back to the car. We're going to head back to the boat now and see how much we are dying in the morning. We might very well... I think it might be raining tomorrow, so we might very well have an editing day tomorrow and carry on exploring the day after. We'd seen the fiery volcanic side of Iceland, so the next day, noticing some very sore legs, we went out to see the ice side of the land of fire and ice.
This drive has been so epic so far. That everywhere you look, there's just water. It's downright dangerous because my head's on a swivel, but I have to focus. But everywhere you look, there's just like mountains and snow caps and cliffs with waterfalls that are just like pouring glacial water off into nowhere because the wind catches it and it goes. It's we've tried every lens we have. I've tried the drone. Nothing comes close to capturing it. Nothing. We will keep trying though.
Well, I decided to head out again today to just see a little more of the south coast of Iceland. Our destination was to be a black sand beach in a town called Vik. Along the way, we decided to go off-road. Actually, we just detoured a tiny bit. We pretty much saw this it wasn't off-road at all. We turned left. It was off of our route. Pretty much we turned left when we saw this big amount of ice and we're like, ooh, let's go check that out. It's pretty cool. Have a look at the view. We've come across one of the glaciers in South Iceland. You can actually do some glacier hikes and ice cave tours up there, but they're booked out like 4 months in advance. And because Adam and I didn't even know that we might have arrived in Iceland, we didn't book anything, so it's a bit late for us to do it now. So this is as close as we're probably going to get to this glacier. But it's pretty cool. I didn't realise though that you can have like dirty glaciers, which is what this one is, and then like crystal clear blue ones, which are in other places. This is obviously full of volcanic rock and stuff. How cold?
Oh yeah, it's a slow. It takes a second. You're like, oh, it's not so bad, and then it gets in, and you're like, oh wow, that's cold.
Fresh?
Yeah, fresh.
I love how living on a boat, we're not really afraid to taste water. Like, is it salty, diesel-y, or fresh?
Or bilgy or sewagey.
Really is just volcanic sand over a bunch of ice.
Rock solid ice. Just needs a bit of a polish. Should be right. We're 6 minutes from the black sand beach. Interesting thing about this beach is that every single person from Iceland that I've spoken to, when we say we're going to see the black sand beach, the first thing they say is, please listen to the signs. Please don't. Please don't. Just like be careful. It's really dangerous. So I'm kind of curious to see just how bad it's going to be. Apparently, a lot of people trying to get the shot and getting too close to the swell or the surge line just get taken away, and it's very sad. So we'll be doing the best we can, but we're not going to do anything silly. And it's piss and rain, and it's 9 degrees outside, so I have no desire to get in the water.
Yeah, pretty much.
We've just arrived. It is very windy, very rainy, but that's not going to deter us. However, I've just checked if the wind and rain is going to subside. Where we are on the black sand beach is kind of called Vik, V-I-K. I don't know if that's how you say it, but looking at windy, Vik basically is just like the only spot in the whole of Iceland right now that is going to get absolutely nailed with rain between now and midnight. So this is as good as it's going to get for the time that we're here. So we're just going to have to go out and get blown around and get rained on and see the black sand beach in all of its fury.
Our genius plan lasted as long as it took to walk to the beach, see the black sand, watch others get blown away, and then be blown away ourselves, before we finally accepted defeat, went to go get some fish and chips, and then moved on to the final stop of our car adventure.
Where are you taking us, mad woman?
I found what they call an F-road, which is an off-road road, which is the reason why we actually rented this car rather than a little hatchback, which was significantly cheaper, to go on these roads. Otherwise we'd probably break the car apart. We decided to go to a canyon walk. Promises to be beautiful and not many people around.
So we basically looked at the weather map and decided where's the rain not going to be, and then we found an attraction that was in that direction, and this was sort of something that was open at 9:30 that didn't require a tour and wasn't likely to be flooded with other holidaymakers and tourists because of probably the off-road requirement. Exactly. It's a 30-minute drive down a dirt track, so this is my jam. This is our kind of travelling. So a river crossing wasn't in the brochure. I mean, you could.
I'm gonna see what this car does.
Yeah, let's back off and get out of the way and give him the flash. Come hither. Old mate's showing us the way. Much appreciated. And that's a duster just like ours too, so awesome. Thanks, buddy. Well, as you were. So the lovely gentleman in the other duster who just showed us how to cross that river wound down his window and he said, hey, this river's fine, but the next one's very high and it's running very fast. And there's a sign there saying not suitable for smaller jeeps, which constitutes us. He's turned back and he recommended we do the same, so we'll probably do that.
He's in the same car as us, so I'm not going to be silly about this.
But there was that waterfall just back there. So
yeah,
we'll go and have a look at that. You do not look like a happy bunny.
Adam's dragging me out hiking in the rain. Not a happy bunny. Of all the times to go hiking, to be honest, can't pick the weather, so deal with what you got, but this isn't overly pleasant.
Best.
My consolation prize, however, is my very own beanie. Now I don't need to steal Adam's ones, which you may have seen in previous days footage. At least I now have my own beanie. Well, after spending about half an hour walking up a hill, of which the path progressively got worse and worse and deteriorated more and more, and we were like, I actually don't think this is a path. We decided to come down and go through the canyon to the waterfall. So this should be quite cool, hopefully.
It's a pretty foul day anyway, as evidenced by the rain that's been going all day. but it sort of was getting pretty gusty and a little bit precarious and a little bit more rainy, and we were like, you know what? We're high enough. So now we're going to risk flash flooding and crack on up this mountain. At least we have appropriate footwear this time. Well, I do.
I don't realize it's a mistake.
That's the wrong side.
Come on, go, go, go. Oh, you didn't even move. Come on.
Like that.
Looks like we've gone as far as we can go without getting very, very, very wet and maybe slipping on rocks dangerously. So we're gonna head back now. That was this is absolutely amazing though. I can't believe stuff like this is just like free for people to wander around. It's just amazing. It's epic. It's so cool.